piles of refuse that existed prior to Oko Vanderpuije coming to office.
Well, we've seen the waste collectors, go up in arms against the AMA because you haven't paid them, and so the refuse is left at the doorsteps of many of these residents.
No, let me tell you.
I mean, it's not a lie.
Listen. When I came to office, your cameras, I know you have it here.
Yeah.
Do the research. Look at the mountain levels of refuse. Lest we forget, Dakuman, Bubiashin, Mamplobi, Makola. Look, mountainous levels of 3-4 story buildings along the Central Region Road, going to Central Region, McCarthy Hill, Wejia, those communities.
So you've done some work.
Hold on. We have cleared all of those refuse.
Okay.
We have restored the environment to scientifically engineered environment that today the land can
What's that
be
in English? Scientifically engineered
What
environment.
that means
What
that means that when they were standing there, they were creating environmental hazards to their communities.
All right.
But today we have capped them, we have eliminated them, and they will never come back again.
And yet, last year, a lot of people died from cholera in Accra.
Look,
how do you juxtapose people dying from cholera and you saying that you're working so hard to bring Accra to a level that's better than probably Cape Town?
Look, cholera is an environmental issue. Okay? One day, we will eliminate cholera.
Okay.
Just like we are dealing with malaria, tuberculosis, and these issues. Yes, I am not the Minister for Health.
Of course you're not.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I am the city manager for Accra. Now, these health issues must be resolved in a scientifically challenged environmental control.
Okay.
You understand?
I get you.
Because what creates cholera? What creates cholera is
when you
liquid,
eat feces.
It's liquid waste.
Yeah.
It's liquid waste. Now tell me and give me the facility that we have built in Accra to deal with liquid waste. It has not. The first
so that has nothing to do with the AMA.
Yes, it does. It has so much to do with the AMA.
Okay.
But my point here is that prior to me becoming mayor, Lavender Hill has existed for 90 years. Older than your father.
You don't know my father.
Well, but I know that.
Okay.
Older than my father died at 95.
Okay.
You see? But when my father died, Lavender Hill was there.
Okay.
So Lavender Hill, take your cameras this morning and go to Lavender Hill. For over 90 years in the city of Accra, we have always over 180 to 200 trucks every day pumped into the ocean. It is during the watch of Alfred Oko Vanderpuije that we have reduced the number of trucks that is going into the ocean by 1/3 by introducing engineered digesters.
Okay.
Now we have also sought funding. We have received it so that by end of October we would eliminate Lavender Hill.
All right.
Hold on. Secondly, with the existence of Lavender Hill, take your cameras this morning and go to the Kole Lagoon. The Kole Lagoon is sitting there. You understand? Every day. Lavender Hill.
What has happened to the dredging of
We'll come to that.
Because we know some big monies have been pumped into that.
No. From where?
All?
No.
There has not been no source of funding?
No. Big money has not been put into that.
How much money has been put into that?
We 2009, put a package together that we said we need $500 million.
And you haven't received a cent?
We haven't received it. We haven't received a pesewa in Ghana's
So
currency.
Kole Lagoon is just sitting there?
It's sitting there. Now, let me give you the picture. The picture is that the waste, the liquid waste is poured into the ocean, and then it makes a U-turn into the Kole Lagoon, and it sits into the body of the Kole Lagoon and sits. As soon as it rains, what happens? All that is sitting there, then is washed into people's homes.
Yeah.
That's why 2009, when I came into office, I said, let's put a comprehensive plan together. I looked at what all mayors have done, from E.T. Mensah, recommendations that they have made. I put it all together. Plus my own observation, because I've always been in Accra. I know my dad was a chief in Accra for 47 years. Since the time when my uncle, Junior Uncle, was at the castle, and I'll have the opportunity to go to the castle with my father, and I would hear things that they would say about Accra. So I knew that they wanted to eliminate this situation. So we put it all together, $500 million, and we presented it. SM Bank said they will help Accra. They will help. They took this project seriously. And the loan was approved by SM Bank. Minister of Finance have not approved the necessary documentation so the project can happen. But look, people look at vision. People look at your commitment, and they see that we have done the thing. We are
so
managing.
You have both.
We are yes.
As far as you're concerned, you have the vision and the commitment.
And then let me give you two practical ones, quick ones.
Okay.
Look, when I came to office, every day people were dying from flooding. In 2009, 2010, in the Mamponse, Dansoman, Choco area, every day when it will rain, we put a plan together. It was a hard decision. We went to that community. We demolished over 400 structures that were in waterways. Hard decision. Somebody has to make that decision.
Okay, so you've been taking tough decisions.
We made that decision. It's very important.
You're justifying the award.
And I'm justifying my time, and when people say that
so it's not the first time you're hearing this. People keep saying that you don't.
Yeah, but I don't
because
talk about
they see the humongous billboard, for instance, on around Opebia.
Yes.
Congratulations to the Accra.
Yeah, because
but I look around them and the situation doesn't quite reflect.
No. You see, hold on. Look. That trend that I'm giving you, we went into that community. We demolished.
You've done a lot of work.
Hold on, please. It's very important. Then when we demolished those houses, we put in we constructed the drains. You understand? And then we opened community roads. Now you can drive from this road onto the high street, Independence Avenue.
I think for
to High Street,
you've done great. It's so easy.
We saved that community.
You've done well.
Not only millions of people in Ablokuma South, houses the biggest population in the sub-metros.
Okay.
Then then we came to education.
Other matters.
Yes, other matters.
You abolished the
SHIFT system.
The SHIFT system.
Very
Congratulations.
important.
And we've seen you
see the Millennium City schools.
You've done great.
You know how many children were involved in that? No. Over 100,000 students.
Congratulations to you. So that's the award. Congratulations to the mayor of Accra, who is busily and frantically
so you see these things.
Justifying that award.
These things are bold decisions.
Okay.
It takes somebody with what.
And one thing that you have that I must commend, you are not bereft of ideas. You have a lot of ideas.
Yes.
But sometimes implementation becomes
no. You see, look, it is one thing to have ideas. It is another thing to get it to work on the ground.
Right. Do you get frustrated?
No.
Nobody frustrates you?
No, never.
There is no political interference in your work?
No, never. Look, I work under Professor Mills. He never interfered in my job, decisions that I made.
Okay.
Because he told me, he said, Alfred, you were comfortably working in the U.S. I came to you.
Too long ago, we had your PRO say, well, he's been on the show and he said he was taken out of context and said that the AMA has thrown its hands in despair because you keep losing the war against, illegal structures and hawkers. Would you say that the AMA has the ability to back more than it can bite? Would it be a fair assessment of the AMA?
No, we can never say that and conclude that because, look, the AMA is an institution that manages the city. And AMA must manage the city with a commitment to development, with a commitment to leadership that bring people along, and with a commitment to always ensure that tomorrow is better than today. You understand? So let's fast track back to 2009 when I came to as mayor. When I became mayor, there was letter on my desk from the business communities of Accra, the banking institutions, the private sector. They were saying that they have made a decision that they were going to relocate their institutions from Accra. Why? Because Accra was choked. They could not drive. Those were the days that, you see, we easily forget. Those were the days that from Kwame Nkrumah Circle, we could not take a taxi or trotro to get into the CBD.
Because you'll be stuck in traffic.
Because you'll be stuck in traffic for hours, at least 4 hours. So taxi drivers will not go back and flow. You understand? And I took that issue on. When I took that issue on, we were very tough. We decongested the city. We opened the choked communities, and trotro and taxi drivers can flow through and flow.
How about hawkers?
Now, the hawking activities is part of it. Look, but we must understand that every day from Kumasi, every day from Takrady, every day from Koforidua, every day from other cities outside Accra, vast loads of commercial, traders and other activities are in those activities coming to Accra to do business. When they get to Accra, they just want to settle somewhere and you can't flog them. The issue is that we have a responsibility to produce facilities so that whatever business they want to do, they can do it in an atmosphere. What do you call it? Urban roads and road safety. They came out last 2 years, and it's been consistent that since we started decongesting the city, crime has gone out, the police said, by 52%. Then accidents on the roads have gone down, but we have to do better. The better we have to do is that we need to renovate and improve our markets.
Okay.
Our markets have been the same way before you were born. It's the same before I was born.
And they're still
no
burning.
Improvement. They are still the way. So today we have plans to renovate 13 markets in Accra, modernize them so that our traders will have proper atmosphere and facilities.
Will they be ready to move into these markets? Because we saw, for instance, the amount of money that was pumped into the hawkers market in, is it Circle?
Circle.
And the hawkers refused to move.
Well, but you see, look, please. Let's face fast. We call hawkers market Circle, hawkers that facility a market. That is not a market. You see,
but your predecessor did it.
In fact, I'm not blaming my predecessor. I am saying that
but you're saying it's not a market.
As a culture, as a people, as Ghanaians, we call what have we been doing with waste? We always find a big hole that constructors have dug, and then we go and buy it, or we go and loan it, or we go and lease it, and then we dump rubbish.
So your predecessor didn't do a good job.
I am not saying that.
But what are you saying?
But I'm saying that the time has come for us to modernize and rather put proper facilities in place.
So it was a bogus job done.
I'm not saying it's a bogus job, but that was the thing, that's how we carried our lives those days. But it brought us to where we are, but we cannot continue like that.
Okay.
So we as leaders of today have a responsibility, and very soon you will see 13 markets, Mokola market, Malamata market, Salaga market, all modernized.
Okay,
Okada.
In Accra.
Look, if I knew you were going to talk about Okada, I'll bring you the pictures from yesterday.
Well, you were arrested because you are known for arresting drivers.
Yeah, yesterday
you once arrested a driver in Accra.
3 days ago, Metro put up an incident in Mokola where somebody was constructing a building, and then there was a fight over the land issue. So yesterday I went there to investigate to see what was going on. But when I got there, I also realized that about 15 motorbikes have been parked on the pavement. The pavement that is to be used by pedestrians. It's all been taken over by Okada or bike riders. So what I did was, whilst I was busy taking care of the business while I went there, I was communicating with my office.
Okay.
By the time I finished that job, I had a truck, boom, parked there. I asked the police to hold those bikes, and I ordered all of them
to your office,
to my truck, and they are sitting in my office, never to be released.
Okay.
Now, that's not the first operation we have done.
Okay.
The other day, we were also at the post office area. I gathered all of them, spoke to them, and I said, no, their business today cannot be where they are. We have reduced that number.
So you're saying then that the Okada business has gone down in Accra?
Well, every day, look, they are.
It's not obvious. When you go to Kolebu, Latebia, Kwashu, those areas, you see them. So when you say that it's going down, it's difficult to.
No, I'm not saying that. I am not saying that we have eliminated it. But what I'm saying is
going down.
What I'm saying is that we are controlling the situation, because you see, they get up in the morning, they have their bikes, people buy for them, or they buy it themselves to go and do business so they can earn a living. Okay. But I'm saying that the way they are doing it, we need to put a check on it and do it right.
It is illegal, isn't it?
Yeah, right now I think it's illegal. Yes, it is illegal.
Okay, before we talk about you as Dr. Vanderpuije. Some time ago, you
made. We don't need to talk about.
Oh, we'll talk about you. We'll talk about you. You said that every house is entitled to a toilet.
Yes.
One house, one toilet.
Yes.
You still see people living in houses, especially in the Kolegono area, in the coastal areas, and you go there, a toilet, a room that is meant to be a toilet has been converted into a room, and people are sleeping there. Mm-hmm. So you just said it for saying sake, to be seen to be saying a lot of things, or to be seen to be doing the work, but in reality, people are still defecating along the beaches of Accra.
Look,
you find it funny?
Nanaba,
yeah.
Nanaba, look, you know that I am a parent.
Yes,
you know I have two very beautiful daughters.
I know that.
Okay, so in the culture of discipline in my home, I don't tell my children something that I cannot enforce.
Okay.
You understand? So that principle, I bring it to my job.
All right.
If I cannot honor the words that I utter, I will not utter them.
Okay, so what is happening to
now,
one house, one toilet?
Since I said that 4 years ago, we have enforced that bylaw.
Where?
Why don't you come with me? Let's take your camera.
Okay.
But the point is that, why do you mention Choco? And why do you mention my people's name like that? Because it's not only in Choco.
No, I mean, if you go to East Legon,
it's all over East Legon.
All over Accra.
Yeah, it's all over Accra.
I'm talking about the areas I have been.
Okay,
I've done reports from there, so I know.
But you see, look, since we said that, it has gone down.
It has?
No, yes.
What has happened to those buildings? They had to convert their...
You need to take your cameras coming. About 8,000.
8,000.
About 8,000 homes in Accra have been prosecuted, and they have built toilet facilities in their home.
Good
we
job.
have not eliminated it all, but not only that.
So how many more left? If you've done 8,000, I'm sure you have the number.
Yeah, we have the number. I think we have less than 8,000, but we have about 4,000 or 5,000 more to go. And
so you've done more than half.
We've done more than half.
Okay.
Every day we are prosecuting.
All right.
Every day we are enforcing. Not only have we done that, because that is related to cholera. Mm-hmm. But the most important thing is that, look, we are putting the infrastructure in place, and that is good news for the people of Accra. Let me tell you what we have done. Do you know that we have built a liquid waste treatment center?
Yes, I know
at East Legon.
I know that.
Today, the University of Ghana, IPS, and PRESEC, those three institutions, their liquid waste is being treated in the way it should be, modernized.
Okay.
Today, go to Dansoma. We are laying the sewage lines coming from Dansoma through Mabruk, through Banana Inn, through Mamplobi, Old Dansoma, coming to Kolegono, your favorite community, then coming down to Accra Central, and then Laboni, then Cantonment. We are laying the sewage lines.
Okay.
Thirdly, we are also, I don't know if you know Mudo.
No.
Do you know Mudo?
No. What's that?
If you know, when you say Kolegono, you should also know Mudo.
Because
Mudo is the old treatment plant that has been sitting before the Kolegono when you are coming from Accra. You see it standing on your left hand side. It has been abandoned for over 18 years. You understand? And so we are today renovating it. By the end of this year, it will be back into service.
Okay.
So that now anybody doing number 2, you know what that is?
Yes, I do.
Anybody doing number 2 anywhere in these communities will have a system. That is what I'm getting, that we need to modernize our communities.
All right, and all this will lead to a resilient Accra.
Exactly. Okay. That comes. It takes leadership for these things to happen.
Fantastic, Dr. Vanderpuije. Let's talk about you.
Why talk about me? Let's talk about the city.
No, let's talk
there are other areas. Look, we haven't talked about. Hold on.
Let's talk about. Are you setting your questions?
No, let me control.
You want to set your questions?
Let me control this for 1 minute.
Dr. Vanderpuije.
I'm the mayor. Hold on. Let me control this one for 1 minute. Hold on.
You want to set your questions?
The traders. The traders. Very important.
Okay.
The traders issue. You talked about the hawkers.
Yeah.
But the traders issue is very important. It is also economic empowerment for so many of our people.
Of course.
But the good news is that we are going to rebuild 13 new markets in Accra.
But you already said that.
No, I haven't given you the details.
Okay.
You know, by June, July.
This year?
Yeah, this year.
Okay.
You see why I have to give you that information. This year, we will go into construction.
And how long would it take?
They vary. So some will take 12 months, some will take 16 months, 18 months. But within 2 years, all of those structures will be fully functional.
So by the time, if, and I have to emphasize that clause, if the NDC is kicked out of power, you're saying that by the time you leave office, Accra would be
if the NDC,
comparable.
If the NDC, what did you say?
It's kicked out of power.
It's kicked out.
If.
Oh, but how can you do all this better Ghana agenda with transformation and have the NDC kicked out? I need to give.
Well, we are still sleeping in the dark.
It will never. That will never happen.
What will happen? That will sleep in the dark.
being kicked out. Oh, please.
You've done too much.
That will never happen.
People are feeling the better Ghana agenda.
With Millennium City schools,
yeah.
These children today are being educated in an environment they have never had. Millennium City
the children don't vote, unfortunately.
No. Their parents vote.
Okay.
You see, no. The heart and soul of every family is the children.
It's just children. Okay, let's move on to
and we are giving the children Millennium City schools. Look, today 120
now
millennium.
Now you're campaigning.
No, but you went there.
Okay, Dr. Vanderpuije.
120 Millennium City schools in
What
Accra.
are your hobbies?
My hobbies?
Yeah.
My hobbies, I love to travel.
You're a globetrotter.
Yeah, I love to travel. I like to go to places.
You're
I
a
like
rich
to
man,
see
aren't
new
you?
things.
You're a rich man. Because I understand you fly first class.
No, I don't fly. I've never flown first class.
But what class do
you fly? Don't say that.
What class do you fly? What class do you fly?
I fly economy.
No, you don't fly economy.
Business class sometimes. But look,
business class is bullshit.
No.
You don't fly economy. I mean, we will not allow the best mayor in Africa to fly economy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, please, why would we reduce the mayor of Accra? Oh, but let's give credit to the office. No, you see, Ghana, when you are in politics, then I was flying first class before I became mayor. I was flying business class before I became mayor.
Of course.
So the fact that I've become mayor does not mean that we should reduce that office to, oh, please. Okay. But I'm not rich, I'm not rich. Yeah. I work hard.
You do.
I work very hard.
You do work hard. And I must say that you've done so well for your daughters. Yeah. I mean, Elfrida, who's my favorite. You've done very well for your daughters. Congratulations to you. You lost your wife recently. Yes. How was that for you?
Very painful experience. Because, I was brought up to be a family man. And I love my wife and my two daughters. I've never traveled without them. Vacations and whatever I do it in the confinement of my late wife and my daughters. But when the time came and I lost my wife, that really changed so much for me. But I've always been a man of faith. I trust in God, I believe in God, and I pray a lot, and I know that with God all things are possible. And I know that with God, He allowed things to happen. And when they happen, He takes control. So over the years, next month will be 3 years since I lost my wife. But I think my children, my two daughters and I have taken it with faith and with the commitment that with God, everything will be all right. And so I'm doing okay. I'm always happy. And I trust God. And I believe in that, like I said, He will take care of me. You do miss her, don't you? Yes. My daughters and I miss her very well because we had occasions that we will celebrate together. We lived in the U.S. for 30 years, and my children are there. But every day I trust God that God will protect them and guide them. The only reason why I came to Ghana to want to come and do what I'm doing was because my two daughters said to me, when Professor Mills came to us and we were having breakfast, and Professor Mills said, Alfred, I'm going to Ghana to run for president. I want you to come and help me to run for president. And if I become president, I want you to come to Ghana and work for me. I never said anything. But in the morning, my two daughters, Mildred and Alfreda, went to Prof. And they said, Prof, yesterday when we were at dinner, you said something to our dad. And we heard it. And when we went to sleep, we were talking about it. And we have decided to tell you this morning. I haven't had any conversation. They said, we thought about what you said. And our dad has never left us. But if you want our dad to come to Ghana and work with you, it will be fine with us.
Bless them.
And when they said that, I didn't have to say anything.
Yeah.
I only came to Ghana and bought a phone with a special number that they can always reach me.
Reach you on.
You understand? And that's how we have lived it. And when we lost my wife and their mother, we also committed it to the Lord. They've been going to school. They are very focused. They are doing well. Mildred is in medicine.
Yeah.
Afrida is in law. Yeah. And they are doing great. And I thank God for them.
Fantastic. Are you dating?
Am I dating?
Are you dating anyone?
Are you trying to promote something?
I'm not promoting anything.
See me after the program.
You don't want to talk about her?
No.
There's somebody.
Huh? Somebody where? Somebody where?
I mean, you never know.
Oh, let's talk in private.
In private?
Yes.
Okay. So, I mean, you said that you lived in the US for 30 years.
Yeah,
you were doing very well, working hard and taking care. You moved here, you're a mayor. Every now and then you're in the news, sometimes for the very wrong reasons, or sometimes for the very good reasons that, of course, you'd want to read on the headline or the front pages of newspapers. You arrested a trotro driver recently. That video went viral.
Yes.
For many, you did not act like a mayor should do. Do you agree?
No. I take strong exception to that.
Okay.
Because look, as a mayor, you take an oath of office to defend and implement development. You understand? And development would only take place in the atmosphere of discipline. When I became mayor, I know you know the level of indiscipline in Accra. Mm-hmm. But I can guarantee you that today, people in Accra and people visiting Accra know that, hey, as long as Oko Vanderpuije is mayor of Accra, there are certain things you can't get away with.
For instance?
Indiscipline.
They park anywhere. Oh. The drivers park. They park haphazardly around. They litter. People sit in vehicles.
No, let's not.
So what are the things
let's not generalize it.
Oh, but it's
because
true.
Look,
we see it every time.
No, yeah. Look, you see it in New York.
That's true.
You see it in Chicago.
In London.
You see it in London.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about the general perception and attitude of people.
So what's that attitude that has changed?
The attitude that has changed is that today, look, some of those vices, when you attempt to do them, somebody will tell you that, hey, for you.
Me a betcho.
They even call it sometimes abaye. So the people know. You understand? But the point is that Alfred Vanderpuije, in my composition as a person, I don't tolerate indiscipline. I can't stand it.
Okay.
You know, my background is in education. So I'm a very competent,
you're a disciplinary
teacher.
Let me get that word again. Disciplinarian.
You know,
it
guarantees success. You understand? So on that fateful day, with what you are talking about, we were doing clean-up exercise. Now, the point is that everybody has been informed. We have made announcements that everybody should park their vehicles, participate. However, we are not forcing you. If you chose that you don't want to participate for various reasons, we were not going to force you at that moment. But we were helping. They were participating. We had families. We had people who were coming all over, going through the city. Then they would stop with brooms to help. So their lives were in danger at that moment. At that very moment, when you had paddled and you were accelerating, I have a responsibility to ensure that we brought that situation under control.
Him.
So I arrested him.
Okay.
Now it went viral, But look, you know what I did? When it did, it rather awakened the international community. They said, hey, there's a mayor in Accra. This is what he's doing, road safety. You know what that brought us? No. $125 million from the Bloomberg Foundation. And today they have partnership with Accra. With all
$125 million.
Yes.
What was that money used for?
We just launched it about a month ago.
Okay, so what are we using it for?
We are using it to ensure road safety standards.
Okay.
Because you see, look, they also took cognizance of the operation Let the Traffic Flow. when I will stop and direct traffic, when I will get my team in collaboration with the police and all that things we
I
be
remember
doing.
that one.
All of those things have won that recognition.
Okay.
Today we have $125 million to do
some work.
Yeah.
Okay. And this $200,000, who did it go to? You?
You keep going. You keep going back.
I'm interested.
Let's have another segment so we can come and talk about that money.
Well, it's such a simple question. Who did the money go to? The mayor or to Accra?
Well, if it goes to the mayor is in Accra.
Well, so who's going to use this money? Are you going to use this money? Is it money for the mayor that the mayor is hoping, or the mayor has decided to put into projects in Accra?
Okay,
or is it money for the AMA that the mayor will be put into good use to be used judiciously?
Okay, let me explain the point for you.
Oh, it's such a simple question. Where's the money going to?
This is the award.
You don't need to give me, a history lesson. Just tell me, where is the money going?
But the award is
it's for the mayor.
The city of Accra has been adjourned the best city in the large cities. The mayor is the best mayor.
So the money is for the mayor.
So the city is for Accra. The money is for mayor and Accra.
Good one there. I like that. I have just a few minutes to wrap up.
Yes.
When you're bored, what do you do?
When I'm bored,
what do you do?
I am never bored.
You're never bored.
No.
So what you read?
I read.
Sing, dance, swim.
I read. I drive around. I'm always investigating. I'm wearing investigative eyes. I'm looking at what people are doing. I'm looking at how we have to improve our work. I'm never bored.
Okay.
I'm the happiest man in Accra. I'm telling you. You know, I don't have any stress.
Have you thought of changing your look?
My look? What do you mean?
Do you ever would you ever shave?
No, never.
Completely?
No.
Why?
No. Before my wife died, she knew that I will never be shaved when I die. My daughters know it.
Is there a reason?
Me. I mean, this is me. Look, let me tell you.
I've never seen you with a strand of grey.
No, look. The Vanderpuijes are very hairy people.
Okay, you are hairy.
The Vanderpuijes are very hairy. And you know,
do you use hair dye?
I cut my hair.
Do you use hair dye?
Yes, I cut my hair every week.
Do you use hair dye?
I said, do I use hair dye?
Yeah.
Sometimes, yes.
You do yombo.
Yombo? No, I don't do yombo. I don't do yombo.
Which one do you do?
I do the scientifically engineered one.
That seems to be your favorite word. Thank you very much. And Mayor of Accra, Dr. Alfred Oko Vanderpuije was our guest on Uncovered this morning.